Well, hello, saludos amigos. We're going to be playing a little bit of Cartel Tycoon. That's right, you heard it right. This is actually a tycoon game which allows you to play in sort of a 1980s drug cartel. Really, really cool. I initially looked at this and I was like, wasn't very impressed by it. I was like, oh yeah, this must be some sort of like just regular point and click game, something like this. No, it's actually a very, very nice strategy game here. Or I don't know if nice is the right word to describe drug cartels, but it's a well put together strategy game here, which focuses, of course, on the cartel lifestyle. So right now we are going to be Felix Vijo, also known as El Granjero, and the soil is infertile, the lab is insufficient, we're running out of money. I have to load the lab for its efficiency, get at least something for this godforsaken soil. Maybe I should try expanding the production chain. And that's what I like here, is the production chain is actually very, very in-depth in this game, without a shadow of a doubt. So I am going to go ahead and continue here and kind of show you guys what this production chain is going to start looking like. Now, of course, we can pause the game. We can do all sorts of different things. Right now, though, we're going to go ahead and just get started. We need to build a warehouse, and we need to have 5 farms growing cannabis. And yes, I think YouTube's probably not going to allow any sort of monetization on this video. Nonetheless, if you enjoyed it, there are other ways to help the channel. So I'm going to put one of those farms right there, and immediately I'm going to get a road going to it. Now, as the game proceeds, we're going to have different kinds of enemies. Right now, we really just have to worry about El Policía, the police, and of course, turning this into an actual product. So I'm going to get another farm here, and one way to actually build in the right location is to look for these hotspots here, this yellow hotspot, and you can see the efficiency is 60%. So that's worth it alone constructing there, and I'll just get a good old gravel road to go ahead and connect these two. So let's do that. I think it's so far looking pretty good. 5 farms. We need 1 more warehouse. So let's get that warehouse up into communication. And I'll put this guy right here just to keep him closer to these northern farms. The whole point of the game, of course, in terms of the placement, is to make sure you have the fastest, most efficient roads. So you can tell I'm probably going to royally screw this one up. But nonetheless, we're going to give it the old college try. So look at that, we're already transporting here to our lab numero uno, which is turning, of course, cannabis into dried cannabis. We aren't even packaging yet, so we're just selling the dried cannabis, not the most we could actually make out of this. So let's take a look here. We still have things going, and we need to get that lab efficiency up to 40%. I think we'll be just fine. So we're already at 35%, maybe one more hacienda, one more farm, and we'll be just perfect. So I'm actually going to jump over here and get a farm, another farm there. And I'll actually have this one go directly to that lab. We'll do like this, so it's just a direct route. Maybe just to be safe, we'll connect these two. Alright. Bienvenidos, amigos. A lot of people showing up to see the cartel lifestyle. We'll zoom in here for you guys. Right now, we're not in actually any gunfights or anything like that, but that comes later. Now, if you look over here, we've got legal money and we've got dirty money. So we can actually turn our dirty money into legal money by dropping it off in the bank here in the city. Pretty interesting, huh? And there we go. We got lab number 1. So we've got the first part down, essentially. And we're going to get another task. Now, I want to be very clear here. This is just a demo. So this is sort of like, but a very expansive demo, I should say. This is sort of like the first campaign in the game. Thank you, my lord, for guiding my thoughts and actions. Without you, I am but a worm. I got word from my guys that our warehouses are full of merchandise. Now I should sort out these sales. I own a nearby aerodrome. It's time to remind the workers over there who puts food on their tables. So this is part of the capture move in the game. We're going to take El Granjero here, and we are going to go ahead and immediately take the aerodrome. So let's go ahead and move there. Make sure it's captured. And we want to deliver dried cannabis to the actual aerodrome. That's really the way to make money here, is to dry out the leaves. If we want to actually start selling it in bales, we're actually gonna have to unlock that via the workshop, and that doesn't come until later. So there's like better and better ways to package your product to make more money, and of course there's various drugs being sold here. We're not just doing cannabis, but we'll come to those drugs later. Keep in mind, if you're watching this, almost certainly YouTube will not be allowing us to monetize this game for obvious reasons. So if you want to super chat, please feel free. It does help. Let's take a look up here in the north. This is a rival cartel's territory, and as you can see, they have coca farms. So they're going to be making a lot more money than us, but we're not currently at the point where we really want to attack anybody. We want to kind of keep our distance for now. So let's actually get the lieutenant to go to a warehouse. We're going to have him go to this central one here. And this is bad. If you guys see this happening, this sort of red lights popping around, what that means is the farm storage is full, and so now it's actually attracting attention from the police. And if the police come by and shut this down, they could shut down all of our production in a large area. They could just shut down the farm. It really depends how the police feel about us. And you can actually bribe the police in this game, so maybe if you bribe them, they won't shut down your production too much, but you know, there's no beating them, really. You've got to play by the rules. If you don't, you're going to be out of the game pretty quickly. Okay, what else do we have to do? Deliver dried cannabis to any aerodrome. So we're going to take the dried cannabis here, deliver it to the aerodrome here with El Granajero. Nobody's going to try to stop this guy, and he's got a nice sports car to boot. Looking pretty nice there, man. Good old El Granajero. Let's keep on going. And we're going to set the aerodrome as a destination here of the warehouse. So let's do that. Boom. And we want to sell 50 units of the stuff to be able to actually be considered as having accomplished this mission. You can see that some of our trucks are already headed to the aerodrome, but I'm going to try to speed that process along faster by going to the warehouse myself, picking everything up, etc. If you guys are wondering what this is just a nearby village. And from here, you can actually purchase food, things like that. I actually recommend it to the devs. One thing I think would be really cool is these villages having like a loyalty bar. So maybe if they're loyal to your cartel, they'll tell police to go the wrong way or something like that. I don't know, just a thought. Here we go. I don't like that thing. It's still really packed. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to move there and move all of the cannabis here to a lab. In fact, we could get another lab, couldn't we, folks? Hold on a sec. Yeah, let's try to get one more lab. I don't think it's enough. Maybe like right there. Alright, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and deliver all of that excess plant matter into that new lab. So they'll start with production almost immediately. Go ahead, El Granjero, take it. 20 of 50. We're gonna be there pretty soon. Of course, first I'm gonna move here to the warehouse, try to pick up as much as I can here, and move it directly here to the actual planes. Pretty much, this is how we're gonna be making our money initially. But as you can imagine, you know, as we grow our drug empire, we're gonna grow to even stronger drugs, faster methods of production, etc. And of course, with that comes more rivalry, more problems. Also, guys, please do make sure to hit that like button if you're here watching the stream, and feel free to use the chat here. It's pretty quiet. Usually we've at least got some people chatting, but it seems everybody's just like, oh my goodness, a cartel simulator. This is something I've never really seen before, and I must admit I haven't either, but it's fun. Let's take a look here. What are we at? 30 of 50? So what I'm actually going to do here, just to show you guys how this works, I'm going to deliver some of the money here to the bank, and you're going to see my dirty money become clean money, or legal money. Another cool thing is, since we have that money out of the airport, it's not in our dirty money stash anymore. If we actually dropped off at a building, it would go back there, so I just like how they show that, how you know when you actually have some money in your pocket in this game. So there we go. He's going to drop that off at El Banco in the Ciudad, and then, of course, we'll come back and start finishing that mission. We only need to get 20 more units before we do finish the mission, and then we get into capture. And of course, capturing land from these other rival cartels is going to be bloody, but it's absolutely necessary if you want to make it in this business. Let's get back here. Come on, El Granjero. We need your help. This is not the only cartelista you're going to see during this entire game. You're going to be seeing a bunch of different cartelistas and a bunch of different guys with different skills that are going to basically help you in the game. So really, really cool stuff so far, man. I'm loving this. It's just fun. What can I say? It's just fun. I've always liked Tycoon games, but this one particularly is really cool. I'm trying to jump here to the chat screen, but my phone is being awful. There we go. Live chat. All right. 12 people. Welcome aboard, folks. Subscribe if you're new. Let's see how El Granjero is doing. So we just got to get 10 more, and then we'll be done with that part. So I'm going to go ahead, grab 16, in fact, of the dried, and drop that off at the airport. In fact, the truck will probably get there before us, but we'll still be making money off of the planes taking off with these shipments. So it's not the end of the world. Packaging is a problem, though. You know, the packaging we're using right now is very, very bulky. And if we could compress that, we get more bang for our buck, pretty much. Another thing, I should have done this before, but I am going to make the road out of the airport a little better. Hola, Felix. I'm Pablo Crespo, Commissioner of National Police. Oh, come on, man. Go away. Didn't expect I'd be interested in a small-time thug like you, did you? I'm joking, I'm joking. I've heard about your business from my man, and I thought we could become good friends. He wants money. He definitely wants money. Eerie V23, how you doing, buddy? And a random Baka stuff. Hey, Agrippa, this is a cool game. Really like the demo of this game as well. Yes, absolutely. Of course, our friendship has a down payment. And good health to you, Mr. Crespo, but I'm not interested in your friendship. No, you seem to have misunderstood me. Sorry about that, Felix. You can't deny me your friendship. Okay, so in a month, my guys will come for the money, be ready to provide them with some green bricks for the foundation of our friendship. So this is going to cost us 100,000 in legal money, which would actually be a lot to get. And it's a month away, so we could go ahead and get one attention star and only have to pay 50,000 legal money, but now the police are going to start taking notice of us. Oh, man, I'll give him the promise of the 100,000. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it, but we better start working. We better start working really hard. So after 30 days, your account must have at least 100,000 of legal money. I'm not sure we're going to make that deadline. Nonetheless, we are going to try. Dirty money, they say, has no smell. Bullshit. Dirty money has both smell and weight. It's hard to spend, hard to store, and it attracts cops. We should launder it. And this is all about delivering the money straight to the bank. Pretty much the way laundering... Well, I'm actually... No, I can't do that. I can't explain how to launder money on YouTube. Are you crazy? I mean, we're already playing a game called Cartel Tycoon. I don't think I can make things much worse. So, but laundering money is basically hiding your dirty money in legitimate businesses. So we give it here to the bank, and they go ahead and spend it on something, and there we go. Oh, suddenly we're philanthropists. Absolutely beautiful. So, dirty money, yeah, we're trying to get as much as we can. I'm also going to go ahead, jump back to the warehouse, move it from there. But I'm not sure that we're going to be able to make this happen. We'll see. Oh, yeah, the old Tycoon games. Yeah, Gangsters 2. It does have a Gangsters 2 similarity to it, yes. What a good game, by the way. What a good game. All right, let's see if we got any money here. No, we just have dried plants, just dried cannabis, essentially. I don't think we're going to get that money, but what we will do is keep delivering to the aerodrome, just to make sure that the product is shipping out quickly. And, of course, we'll pick up the money over here and drop it into our bank. We've got 4,900 of 2,500, but we need a lot more for the money laundering. And the big bribe, that's going to be almost impossible to get. Does have a Tropico feel, says Eerie V23. Absolutely. Yeah, I got that feeling when I was looking at the graphics at first. Very Tropico-esque in the feeling. Let's deliver. It's only 3,700. We got to make more money, guys. And unfortunately, the mission to make more money, we will be doing it soon, but it's not happening yet. Once we start taking the rival cartel's territory, we could take those coca fields, and look at that. They're actually turning it into pure cocaine right there, which is worth just a tremendous amount more than what we have currently. Just have weed. Just a lot of weed here. It's not, you know, it's good stuff, but it's not exactly worth much, unfortunately. All right, let's see. Get more money. Let's move. We're actually going to move to this this farm because it's attracting attention. And we're going to be getting an attention star pretty soon. I'm almost certain of that. So I want to go ahead and move that to the lab quickly. Maybe we should even get some more farms. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe a few more farms, a few more labs, or is this enough? Let's deliver over here. I'm going to grab the rest because that's just going to turn all of that into packaged cannabis, etc. Essentially, pardon me. Totally slipped up there. Let's see. Deliver. Let's take the rest. I should have actually brought over some of the finished product. but we've got enough here to bring to the aerodrome. Let's go for it. And every time one of those planes takes off, you know that that's going straight to the States, make us a little extra cash. But, you know, frequency can also be increased through the workshop. We're not even at the research stage yet. That comes later in the game. But we can unlock all sorts of bonuses. We can even unlock, you know, almost like better soldiers than the government has. Essentially, just control the entire region. But that takes a while. Here we go. Deliveries. There's some nice 4,900. Not bad. Payday, baby. Oh, yes, so Random Baka just shared something. He's absolutely right. So one of the things you can do here, and I'll show you, sometimes, doesn't work every time, but when the cops are about to show up, you can go over here to your farm and start producing vegetables instead of cannabis or any other drug, and they'll be like, oh my goodness, there's nothing to find here. I guess you're legit. But of course, we're not legit. All right, let's move over here. Almost done with that money laundering, but I don't know if we can do the big bribe. 24 days, 20 hours left. We're actually almost halfway there, so we might be able to pay off this this police commissioner. It would definitely help us in the long run. Drop off that 5 grand. It is kind of funny, yes. The game itself is humorous, despite focusing on a very, very violent topic, you know. And there is still combat. There's character combat, all sorts of things like that. We don't get to see all of it, of course, because we only get to see sort of a part of the game right now. I'm going to move him to this warehouse, see if we've got anything there. See, this place is already starting to attract a lot of attention, man. I don't like that. We're going to switch to veggies over here. We're just going to start growing vegetables here. And eventually they'll get the rest of the cannabis out. It's still there, so as long as there's still cannabis in there, you know, they could be charged and then shut down. Let's just hope they don't find it. Arturo Caballo, how are you doing? Hello, man. Not bad, man. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can actually take the rest of the product out of that farm. Yeah. We're gonna have to do 2 trips, I think, but probably the right move here. Okay, so I'm going to have to make a trip to the airport. So you know what? I'll start to make a delivery right now. Ooh, they're not done with their product. Let's move over here, see if they've got something for us. Yeah. Oh, so nice work by the truck. He took that quickly. Let's go to the warehouse. And from here, we'll try to deliver some product. There's some money here. Yeah, let's take this 5 grand. Drop that off at the bank. And then I'm going to head over to the airport to see how much we've got over here. I think we actually have to turn this into a route for them to go faster. Let's see. Yeah, so no, you know what? We do have to continue with the concrete road. So we'll actually speed them up a bit. Come on, let's do this. Let's see how we're doing with the money laundering. We're pretty close. We only need a few thousand more before we accomplish that. So I think that we're going to be able to do the money laundering fairly easily. Now, up here, like I said, you could pause your game. You could fast forward. It's honestly completely up to you. Make a delivery of cash here. But just as an example, see? Fast forward. And then we hit the play button again. I really like that system in this game. Alright, so we accomplished that. I'm pretty sure we did. We should have accomplished that. Let's try again. Go back to the warehouse, see if there's any cash there. How's everybody doing today? What do you guys think of the game so far? I really do want to know, because initially I was like, it's got a weird look, but I started playing and I was like, this is really fun. It's not just like those, like, sort of fake Tycoon games that come out on this topic that are just kind of offer you, you know, just the fact that there's drugs in the game. It actually seems to have some strategy to it. So this is Hector Alejandro Vijo, also known as the Vengeful Beast. And like I said, we're going to be getting other cartelistas to help us out when we need to. And of course, there's even sort of a story going on between the characters. And I'm just going to say, let's get down to business. Let's, of course, take over the area. So here we've got a second cartelista. And he can pretty much do what this guy's doing. Move around, move things faster, etc. That's exactly what we're going to be doing with him. We must get my brother's residence back. The bastards killed my dear Alejandrito. And now they are out... And now they eat out of our heirloom silverware. I don't know why I had such difficulty with that line. I hope Hector wants to avenge his father as well. Alright. Interesting. So now that's going to be over here, guys. And that's where the other cartel is currently staying, is that building there. But we don't just immediately go and attack another cartel. There needs to be a strategy for this. It's very unique, really. I hope there will be some action to it, says Arturo. Absolutely. There is action. There is action for sure, especially when you're conquering places. So here we need to research the workshop. So I mentioned the workshop to you guys earlier. This is how we like start to actually upgrade some of our buildings. It's really, really cool. So I'm going to research it, build it, and we're just going to deliver 6... Okay, so we're trying to get packaged dried cannabis. This is what I was telling you guys about, like, the volume level. Right now, the volume is very, very low, or I should say a very big volume for a very low amount of money. But if we actually research the packaged stuff, then we can sell that for a whole lot more. So that's kind of the goal right now. Come on, get that workshop. Let's see how long it's going to take us. Could, of course, go ahead. It's only 2 days, so that's not bad. We could speed it up, but actually what I'm going to do while I'm here is get these guys to work, start delivering some of these good old packages to the aerodrome. And if there's anything to move here, I'll bring that as well. I think these guys have laid low long enough, so we're going to switch back to cannabis production for these guys here. And, okay, guys, we are getting to Conquest. So now you guys are going to actually be able to see when we take over the enemy territory. So I was kind of trying to drop off the money first. We might wait just a bit. Let me deliver the cash. No, I'm going to let you guys see this, because I know you guys probably want to see the combat. And, of course, this is just a demo, so the combat is not totally fleshed out yet. You know, it's going to be a while before we get, like, much larger battles, but you guys will get an idea of kind of how it works. So let's move in here. This is how it's going to work. We're going to go first for the town. We'll take El Granjero. And it seems to be pretty even here, so I'm going to move in Alejandro as well to help El Granjero take the village. We got to take the village before we go anywhere else. And like I said, this is what I was actually talking to the devs about. This is the visual for taking over the town. I like it because it's sort of like you see buildings firing at each other. But what I was suggesting was having like some little sprites, you know, of like cartelistas shooting at each other. I don't know. I think it would be kind of cool. So let's see. We'll move this guy. We're going to take the city as well. And he'll be able to take that on his own. I'm going to go straight for their lab with Alejandro Vijo, the Vengeful Beast. Owen Beak, when do you get an A10 Warthogs and M1A Abrams take over rival cartels? That's a good question. I do know that on our workshop screen, there's a lot of different things we could research. So I don't know just how far down the line that is. But I'm sure you get some updated weapons and things like that. Good question, though. So city is already ours. I'm just going to simply start taking over all of these warehouses, etc. And our guys should be able to handle them. Okay, we got a workshop level 1. So now we're going to go ahead and put that workshop down. And of course with this, we're going to start making the bricks. So the bricks obviously make a lot more money with this. It's very easy to have a compact product, basically. And I'm going to actually have 2 roads. Oh, but we got a problem. Oh, never mind. I thought it was cops. It's not cops. It's just us taking over this area. Cops do often come around. And if they do, we're going to have to shut down some production. So I'm just going to go for the coca fields. And as you can see, we outnumber them pretty well here. All we need to do is turn on these fields or they're going to get straight to work. But first, we want to take that airstrip and we want to take the actual Cartelistas residence. Hello, Eric. Good to see you, bud. There should be, like, combat between cartels and police, says Arturo. I agree big time. Like, the way it works in this game is you can't really fight the police. You can just shut down production before they arrive. But there's a number of different ways that they could implement exactly what you're talking about. I mean, the game is still in, very early access, so they still have a lot of room to add things. So I would recommend taking a look at the game on Steam. I believe there's a free demo, so if any of you guys want to play it, go ahead, check it out. And they also have a Discord page. So number one, let them know Agrippa sent you. And number two, if you want to make any suggestions about like what they should do with the game, that's a great place to put it in the Discord, because they do seem to listen. They really do. I'm going to have to send one of the guys over here. They're going to shut down that warehouse, man. Getting worried about that. Come on, come on, come on. ¿Cómo estás? Take that. Yeah, go for it, go for it, go for it. Just going as fast as possible. Because eventually we're going to have to send one of these guys back home to deal with the problems there. Yes, absolutely. So I'll mention here what Baka is talking about. He's talking about the terror. So once we get here, we're going to have 1 police star. And that means 1 of our buildings will be arrested. Once we get to 2, that means the federal government moves in. That means 2 buildings will be arrested. 3 is the DEA, a border blockade. The National Army will come in on 4. You could see where this is going. It gets to a point where if you don't work with the police, you are going to get shut down big time. So right now we're just dealing with the local police. Unfortunately, we don't have enough to give a bribe. So we're going to have to continue the game with 1 star. Not good. And I don't think we're going to get back in time to save it either. I might try to move back with Alejandro. See if he can get there before the cops show up. Let's see. In the meantime, I'm going to continue taking over these coca fields. And eventually we're going to turn on production, but only after we capture the airfield and, of course, the building, the actual cartel's hideout. Yeah, look at that. There's a lot of stuff going in there. Not a lot coming out. Fuego! Alright. 1 more farm. And again, we haven't turned any of these on yet, but we will turn them on once we capture these areas. We want to do that first. So let me see if I can get Alejandro here to get some stuff out of the warehouse. I think cops could be showing up very soon. See if we can do anything here. There's some money, dirty money here. Let's launder that immediately. Make sure to also hit that like button, guys, if you're enjoying the video, and please do subscribe if you're new. It does help. Let's get over here and take that beautiful, beautiful landing zone. And we go straight for the Cartelista's house. Except you can see it's 1-1. So you know what? I'm actually going to assist in taking this area because we could be killed in that fight. So I'm going to move over here first. Help Alejandro take the landing zone. Then I'll go for the other cartel boss's house. We're not even focusing on that big bribe. I wonder how we're doing on that. Not so good. Not so good. We need to try and get some more legal money, but we're too busy taking over rival cartels right now. Don't forget, guys, since this game focuses on a very controversial topic, chances are this will not be monetized, so if you'd like to toss us some super chats, that is greatly appreciated. Nonetheless, I do want to play this game again. I just have a lot of fun playing it, so yeah, I guess YouTube be damned in this sense. Here we go. Oh yeah, Rogandes Aerodrome. You can hear the gunshots going off there. The enemy do have some defenders, but nothing that's going to stop Arturo and Felix. These guys know what they're doing. Once we take that airfield, we can go ahead and turn all of these on. But of course, that also means we're going to start bringing in attention to these areas. That's okay, though. So turn that on, turn that on, turn that on. You know what? I'll pause for this because I just want to make sure I do this like in a timely manner. Do that. That. And now, of course, over here we're producing coca, which is going to make us a lot more money than just weed, pretty much. So there we go. That's looking good. And we want to also turn on the airfield. And now we want to attack the other cartels' headquarters. Now, of course, this is just one of many. There are a bunch of cartels around here. In fact, if we just kind of go around the map right now, we can see they control a bunch of different areas around us. All around our compound, there are different territories, you know? So before we can start doing business there, we've got to ingratiate ourselves with the people at the territory, a.k.a. kill them ruthlessly. All right, here we go. That's the spirit, Eric. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and take over the enemy cartel's villa. It's our villa now. I love that we've got those 80s, beautiful 80s cars there. Looks like Chevys, just beautiful Chevys rolling in. And there we go. Nobody's going to get away. But again, I do wish they had, like, some animations of sprites, like maybe some guys defending the building, or guys shooting up. And you can see this battle's taking a little longer. This is a real fight going on here. So far, we haven't had any cops come in. I consider ourselves very lucky, because they should have come in already, and that field right there is awfully suspect. Hello, Franciscus. That's right, man. That is. It could be called that simulator as well. Narco Simulator. Also, if nobody's seen that TV program, and if you're of age, you should. It's awesome. Narcos is great. Really, really good show. Okay, so see, these warehouses are attracting attention. If we get that central warehouse shut down, that's going to be really bad. We want to try to get one of these guys back soon. Vámonos. We're still trying to get the packaged cannabis. We're going to have to deliver the dried goods there to actually package it up. Almost taking it over, guys. Almost taking it over. So we're going to set the aerodrome as destination of the residence and our bank. Pretty much any profits out of here are going to go straight to us. And we own the building anyway, so it's not going to be much of an issue. Oh, policia are coming! You guys see that? That's a problem. They're going to get there before us for sure. That's no good. Let's get this to our bank. And let's turn her on. Lately, I keep having this dream. A green marijuana field is stretched all the way to the horizon. There is thunder, but the sky is crystal clear and then begins to pour. Snow? No, snow doesn't look like that. The whole field is filled with white. Snow drifts are growing. They grow so high that they touch the sun, then like resounding waterfalls, they collapse on the ground. I hear something piercing the ground with its sprouts and then rustling. And just like that, this endless field is filled with green dollars. Aha. Ah, yeah, I know what he's talking about. It's good old-fashioned cocaine. So here we go. We've got to go for it. We're going to seize the production chain, but we already have that. Let's go for building our own production chain, because we've already taken theirs. So that's going to be the next trick up our sleeve. But as you can see, the police are going to come and shut down one of our buildings for sure. There's nothing we can do here. And what I was showing you guys before, which I think is just a really cool system, is when you go to the wanted stars, the first one is just policia, like local police. Second one is the federal police. Third is the DEA. And you can see, like, everything that happens when this happens, they'll actually, like, close the border. So you can't even transport anything once the Drug Administration shows up. You've got the National Army. Then you've got the CIA, and then finally you've got the United States Army. So yes, it can get to a point where the U.S. Army will come in and destroy your cartel if you don't play by the books, aka if you don't pay off the cops, etc. That's all a no-no here. You don't do that. You gotta pay off the cops. That's just kind of, you know, price of doing business, pretty much. Pablo thought he could get away with not paying the cops. Look what happened to him. You see what I'm talking about here? And you know what we're going to do? We're also going to set the bank as a destination here for the money that we get. But look at this. Here we go. So, see the cops? Yeah, the warehouse has been arrested. I love that the warehouse has been arrested. So what I'm going to do, I'll have to build another one to kind of replace that one while that is going through. What happens is that it will be unarrested in, I think, a month or a week. Either way, it's just too long. It's too long for that thing not to be working. So here we go. More warehouses also means more trucks. That's something to keep in mind. I want to get one of these guys back. As soon as they hit this production chain, we're going to get them back home to deal with the production chain here. No input. Okay, you know what's going on. That's bad here is this. We have got to do this. No, we're going to have to move this ourselves. Okay. Here's another idea. There we go. Transporting to the lab. Beautiful. That's what we want. Just wanted to see if there's anything we can pick up here. Look at all that coca. So we're going to grab that, take it to the airfield. And with El Granjero, I'm going to move him back to his territory. We need somebody watching over this area, especially with all these cops around. Good work, boys. Oh, yeah, I think that's a great suggestion. Baka is saying, what will the developers do with the family tree? I think if they added a family tree element, that would be really great. You know, you have, like, the son. And I also think, like, the snitch element, where, like, you know, maybe one of your cartelistas is actually a snitch, giving information about you. All this stuff, you know, obviously happens in the real world of cartels. So I think it's just an interesting suggestion, at least. It does seem like they're going for, like, a sort of story route, though. So I don't know how I feel about that. So far, I'm having fun. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it's pretty cool. All right, let's get him. He's going to go to the warehouse and then deliver anything he can over here. And as you can see, we are producing the drug packs. So that's really the bricks. That's where the real money is. Let's deliver over here straight to the lab. And there's still a lot to deliver. We could actually get another warehouse. It wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh no, policia on the way. Where are they going? They're going to go over here. I know where they're going to go. I know where they're going to go too. There's not going to be time to stop them. Let's try to move out whatever we can. We're going to switch production to vegetables. But that's going to take a while to switch over. Come on, come on, come on. They could also go to any of these three. That's a problem. Yeah, this could really end up going badly for us. But at least you guys get an idea of how things work here. You know? If you don't play ball, they've got 3 cop cars. Look at that. And they could shut down everything in this area. Oh boy. You can actually see the gunfight going on with the policia. It's definitely not just a vegetable farm. I think they can tell. So we got lucky. Since we were still on the first star there, they only took that area. If we were on the second star, they would have eaten up like a circular chunk here and shut down production all over the damn place. So let's start delivering those drug packs. There we go, 16 of 25. Let's go immediately. We've got more cops on the way already. They aren't giving us any time to rest. They really aren't giving us any time to rest. This is why it's so important to pay them off. All right, and now, let me see. Can I move here quickly? I'm going to go really quickly, see if I can get this stuff out. This is also what happens is when, basically what I think happens. I don't actually have proof of this. But when you have too much of one product at one location, some of the farmers at the location try to take some for themselves, and it results in these gunfights. And when these gunfights occur, of course the police know exactly where it is, and they head right out to try and deal with the situation and shut down the farm, unfortunately. Let's see how long our... 11 days! So it was 2 weeks, not 1 week. Yeah, 2 weeks that we have to have this poor warehouse shut down. It's not a pretty sight, but... that's how it's going to have to be. Let's be happy that they only shut down one of those farms, actually. Let's go to the labs. Pick up whatever we can here. And we've already produced more than enough units here. I'm also going to go ahead and do research for farm tier 2 for 8,600. And that way our farms will, of course, produce more. They won't draw attention so easily. So there's different ways not to draw attention. You know, some farms will actually have, like, sheets over the top. You know, I guess they poke some holes through the sheet so the sun comes through. But it makes it harder for, like, helicopters to know what's being grown. There's just any number of ways to hide the product. Yeah, that's very true. Eric has a good point. So if you turn off the production temporarily, then the threat will go down in those areas. We're pretty much just going, like, super fast, essentially, as quickly as we can. Oh, okay, I'm messing up here. I see I should not be going through here, because check this out. Since the city's under control of the government, 30% cash cut when we run through this area. That's not good. We could also go ahead and build the bank. This way we would be able to deliver money immediately to this area. We could even build an area depot. So this could allow us to expand functions and even build consumer goods. So we could come across as like regular businessmen in the towns if we want, you know? We're just selling refrigerators here. We're not selling drugs. No way. Yes, exactly. Baka's right. It gets more hilarious each time. I love it. I mean, it's a really cool game, I have to say. Like, it's cheesy, but like in the way a cheesy 80s movie is, it's perfect for what they're going after. And like I said, I think like you guys could agree, if I just pause the game, right, you just see this screen. I was under the impression that this was like one of those like really cheap phone games. You know what I mean? Like one of those like you pay €2 and you just kind of like you have to press this button, press this button. It's not. I mean, this game has so much in it, you know, having to pay bribes, having to take over other cartels, having to do research, increase production lines, and even, like, you can see that my building here for the roads is atrocious. I'm sure you guys could build, like, a much more efficient road system to get the product where it needs to go much faster. So there's just so much about this game that I think this thing has a lot of potential. I really do. It's so much fun to play. I can't wait to see what they do with it. I do think the suggestion Baka had, that was a really good one, about, like, the family tree. So have some of your cartelistas actually be part of the same family. That would be awesome. More policia coming out of Los Grandes. No, please stop. It's too much. Just deliver it quickly. It's okay, we're still making lots of money. So I wonder, what can we do here? Alright, let's change production to veggies. I don't think we can take it out quickly, but I'm gonna try to do it as quickly as possible. I want to get it to that warehouse right there, so I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna go like this. Can we do that? Yeah. Oh man, I hope this works. Okay, move. Oh man, they're on the way. Come on. There's one more there. That's the most annoying thing. There's gonna be one bit of marijuana there, just like a little nugget, and they're gonna find that. No, there's nothing here. No. Police found nothing. Okay, it worked. So since we got most of it out, I guess the farmer was smart enough to, like, hide it in the well or something. I was worried that would screw us over, but I like that just because there was one piece there, they didn't find it. Now, there's more coming. Come on. So, you know, you kind of have to play like a cat and mouse game here. Oh, no. I don't know if I can get out with enough. No, so they took that one. Unfortunately, they took that one. But I think you guys are getting the idea here of exactly how this works. Now up here, we might have some police trying to go for this area. Now, let me see. Can I actually... I want to capture the city, but I don't believe we can capture the city if it's owned by the government. Only if it's owned by a rival cartel. Yeah, exactly. So we can only take the city if it's owned by a rival cartel, like this one. We own Tensaka. We own the city government. We own everything about it, pretty much. And so far, our coca production is going just fine. There hasn't been much fuss over here at all. Thank you so much for watching this long, guys. I really do appreciate it. It looks like a lot of people showed up for the stream. So if you guys are having fun, please hit that like button. And, of course, subscribe if you're new to the game. And once the actual, video uploads, let me know in the comments if you'd like to, see this featured more regularly on the channel. Senor Felix, I don't believe my eyes. Do you remember me? It's Tony Quintero, a.k.a. The Monster. And this guy is probably one of the best fighters in the game. So I'm going to say, good that I helped. I don't want to hear his story, but they do have interesting stories. I'm just going to use him to pretty much take over another cartel's territory immediately. So we're going to go straight here. And look at his power, 5. So he is going to absolutely destroy them. El Monstro is not somebody you want to mess around with. This guy will ruin your day, and quickly. There we go. Pod mess up. Francisco Furniture. This is a new game. Yes, it is. So right now, all that is available is the demo. They're still hard at work on the game, and there's not a lot of information about, what the final finished product is going to be. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's going to be our hacienda for sure. Alright, let's do a delivery here. Also, guys, I've already put it up as a community message, but I want you guys to know that next Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday, I should say, we are going to be giving out copies of the game Libertad o Muerte. I have 5 copies to give away, so I'll be playing the game about 30 minutes an hour, something like that, and just getting those copies out to you guys so you can start playing. This is the game about, of course, Central and South American independence. There is still some work that needs to be done on the game, but it is being done by the developer, so I am really happy about that. Let's take a look here. Yeah, exactly. It's good to know. Do you remember me? It's Pamphilo Ramos, the pit viper. So federales are about to enter the game. You know what that means. They arrest anything and everything they see. Whole branches of your enterprise will be taken in, and the police won't look the other way anymore. I can help you out with the federales. I'll do it just because I have a bribe. And see, if we had that 100,000 of legal money, we only have 41, but this just shows you like how fast you have to be in this game. We could have paid him off and pretty much kept that 2-star off. He would have taken that away. But we don't have a bribe. So we are going to go to the 2-star, and now the federales, the federal government of this country that we're in, is going to be attacking us. You know, this could be Guatemala, it could be Venezuela, it could be Mexico. We don't know. It's just kind of fictional, and I think it's important they keep it that way, because if they start naming countries, yeah, Steam is not going to like that very much. Already the fact that, you know, they're naming illicit substances is risky, but I respect them taking that risk, because, I mean, come on. It's a game about cartels, you know, what do you expect? This is a violent lifestyle, very, very violent. Gracias, that's ours. Boom, Residencia 3. We got 3 residences, guys. This is my summer home here. I'm just going to move him back to town. We need some assistance over here dealing with our marijuana farmers. Oh, definitely Franciscus. So it is, that particular game that I'm talking about is essentially a board game brought to life, where you can play as the Royalists or the Patriots. I think you guys have seen the tutorial on the channel, but you guys will actually be seeing sort of the game live for the first time. Anyway, guys, I want to thank everybody for showing up. Pretty much, we're coming to the end of the demo here very, very soon. But I hope you guys had fun. And like I said, let me know once this video uploads if you would like to actually see a series of it, or if you would like to see this game in the future on the channel. Seems like we got quite a few people in here, which does always make me happy, always puts a smile on my face. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. So again, guys, thank you for stopping by. Oh, wait, he's saying check out that bottom right button. What? I see no button in the bottom right. Oh, he wants to talk about this list of lieutenants. Ah, ooh, gracias. Very good suggestion, Randombaca. So he was talking about the family tree. And this is not exactly a family tree. What this is a cartel tree. So I really know more about mafia ranks than I do cartels, but it would essentially be like boss, underboss, over here would be captains, soldiers, and then maybe associates down here. I guess in this case it would be sicarios over here maybe. You know, capitanes and jefes would be like these 3 over here. But that's a really cool system. I'm liking that, and it does mimic sort of the family tree aspect. Very cool. Thank you, Baca. I'm liking that. Now, what would be even cooler is if you, like, right-click on one of these characters, right, and he has his own family, separate family tree. Maybe you could bring in some, like, sons into the family business. That would be even better. That being said, guys, thank you so much. I think this was a pretty decent stream, considering we haven't done one in a while, and considering I didn't even tell anybody about this. I just kind of did it randomly on the spot. So thank you again for stopping by. You know what you need to know. If you like this, like it. If you haven't subscribed, you should subscribe, obviously. What's wrong with you? And besides that, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks a bunch, folks.